That's great. That's great.
Excellent idea.
So how are we gonna start this off?
I don't know, but you're going to.
I knew I should have said it to you guys.
Yabba dabba do.
Okay.
You look nervous.
We on it?
Are we ready?
We're ready?
Oh, we're on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yabba dabba do. Have a good retirement. Be thinking of us while you're up at camp.
The new boss.
This is what.
Put your feet up on the desk.
You got a cigar? Anybody got a
He's off this afternoon, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Wait
I
a
get the
minute,
whole.
Angela.
I don't know. I can't. Yeah, right on.
Hold on. And here she is, ladies and gentlemen, the new boss of quality assurance at the 101st.
This cigar says it's a boy.
Oh, tough.
It could be a girl.
Well, it's going to be a boy. We already know that.
I know.
And we all know who's in charge when
When
Irvin's
Irvin's gone, that's
And
me.
when Irvin's here.
Gonna miss you, Irvin.
Yabba dabba do.
Yabba dabba do. We hope you have a good retirement. See you later, Irvin. We're gonna miss you.
Hello, statue. What are you doing that one for? Ravinsky short step? You cheap bastard. Girl.
Wanna go get done? Wanna say goodbye to Irvin?
Not from that damn machine. No.
Hey. Hi there.
Say bye to Irvin.
Hey. Look up.
Say goodbye to who?
Irvin.
Goodbye, Irvin.
Irvin.
Is this Irvin, the fuel company?
Irvin? Irvin?
He's gone. He ain't gone yet, is it?
He's going.
Oh. Irvin, man?
You want me to leave?
You got it on? Hello, Irving. Want to wish you a good retirement. Want to wish you the best of luck. Mind your P's and Q's. Don't come out here too often and bug us. We got a lot of work to do. See ya.
They're in there. Peter and Billy and Dawn.
I've got the complete package here. I haven't passed it on to anybody. Well, there he is. Sergeant Alan Harriman.
Angela, don't walk into it.
Yeah, Angie's walking along behind.
You guys got any pearly words of wisdom for the chief?
I was gonna moon him.
Go for it.
See you, Chief. Be good.
I was gonna moon you, but Angela's here, so see you later, Chico.
I would say that that cheapie #1 is certainly true. After our experience together bunking at Gulfport, when he come back rattling chains after a full week of spending freely, and he broke a $10 bill and he had plenty of change with that. I call that cheap.
That's damn cheap. You got,
And I'm sure Bill's got a story about horse meat.
I'm not gonna lower myself about any such conniving situations that put horse meat on a poor man's table. I'm not gonna mention it, and Reggie Williams will have to do all that goes along with that. But no, wish you well, Herb, but stay out of Wegmans Meat Market and away from the racetrack if you will.
And there's a good buy out in Etna, I think, right, probably prime by
Fresh
now.
kill.
first kill horse meat. So the mayor and Bill are knocking, I'm gonna moon him. If I was
Enjoy
I tell you, if I was-
Be good.
If I was sure Angela would come in here, I'd moon
Angela Buttonhole.
Here, now, Andrew, now.
I dare ya.
I'm editing that.
See ya.
See you later, Herb.
You didn't edit the film.
Want to do common area and then Irvin.
Bye, Herb. Yeah, well, I would if you weren't in the room. I just did. You get that out.
Oh yeah.
Anything like Irvin, how do you say goodbye to that? You want a quick zoom in? Goodbye, Irvin, good luck.
Hey, Jeannie Weenie.
Have a good time.
Yeah.
Look, there's somebody.
Don't do that to me. You got a new toy for Christmas? No, not even Christmas yet. No, it's a little early. Yeah. Hi, guy.
Anything? Any pearly words of wisdom for old Irv?
Old Herb?
Soft, bland, white,
Eat
cheese
plenty
like
of donuts,
food made
Herb.
for grilled
Way to
soybeans.
go, Herb. Way to go. Hey, guy.
There'll never be anybody any cheaper than you, Irv. No one can take your place.
Moved out there in the boonies.
Anybody home?
He's pretending he's working.
Who's that for cousin Irv? Huh? Nay, Winnie? He'll get the meaning of that. Old Santa.
Actually, the hump ain't quite there yet.
You're right.
Hi. Bye.
Thank you.
Well, Kathy, you want to say hi and bye to Irv Marston?
Who is Irv Marston?
He's the chief down at QA.
I wouldn't know him from Adam. He
Oh,
wouldn't even
well.
know me.
Wish him well anyway.
Good luck.
Is you running? Is Irving running? I think he's running from a situation that's just come about. Everybody's heard about his retirement. Now he has to. Wishing you the best. And don't eat too much horse meat. A few people know what that means.
I think we got that story on there too.
Typical pose.
Notice that I am engaged in reading a technical order. Am I on film now? Hi, Irv. Goodbye, Irv. Have fun in your retirement. Come out and see us.
You want to say goodbye to Irvin? You hate those things.
What's going on here?
Bye, Irvin. Good luck.
How about it, Jeff?
Bye, Irvin.
What are you doing here?
Good timing, Chief. Huh? You're on.
Good piece of work.
Who's that for?
Joey Shrimp.
Oh.
How about you? You want
Yep.
to sign it?
So you got anything you want to say to Irv?
Who's Slewfoot? Irv? This for Irv?
Yeah.
Well, half step. Half step Irving. And good luck to you.
Good riddance to Irvin.
How long's it been we've been trying to get rid of him? We finally made it.
Yeah, Irv, we're gonna miss you, but you're opening up a slot maybe for one of us.
Who are we gonna pick on now? Well, maybe Al Harriman. He'll go.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, where you going?
No.
What are you doing? It's not even on. I don't see any lights. Yeah, you straighten this out.
can't believe you did that.
Anything you'd like to say to Irv?
Irving? Well, look, Irving. We're gonna miss you. Sure like to have a piece of horse steak. If you have any extra kicking around. Hey, there was a horse shot out there in Kunduskeg. I think it was Kunduskeg. Maybe you can go out and get us a piece we could barbecue or something. But anyway, we've had a good time with you. I hope you don't take offense. But we'll be seeing you around the farm. I'm sure you'll be back to pester us. See you later. Have a good retirement.
Irvin, what do I want to say goodbye to that nitpicker for? Bye, Irvin. Come back again when you can't stay so long. You know Charlie, don't you, Irv? Bye, Irv.
Thank you.
Why we want to say goodbye to Irv?
You got it on?
There's gonna be a lot more food around here, Irvin, when you're gone. See ya, fat little buddy.
What are we filming for?
Irv.
Bye, Irvin.
How about you, Veronica?
She's looking at the centerfolds.
She's a centerfold?
No, she's looking at the centerfolds.
Did you ask a question?
Well, good luck, Irvin. Catch all the fish.
Oh yeah, Irvin, I didn't mean it when I said fat little buddy.
Sing it. Oh.
See you, Irvin.
No. Come back and see us.
Oh, it's safe now. I'll talk to you later.
Huh?
Bye, Irvin. Are you on? Am I on? Bye, Irvin. Have a nice retirement.
We on? We on, Irv. Irv, I wish I had something nice I could say to you, but, oh boy, let me see. Boys, nice, that's a tough category for Irv. Let's see, I enjoy the retirement, Irv. Come back, there's gonna be some promotions around here, there'll be free coffee, so come on back and take advantage of that. Good luck. No, I'm only missed this one.
We already got Alpha.
You did.
Hey, Irvin.
See you, Irv.
You'll have to forgive them. They're being themselves today.
This is Urban Master.
Bye, Irvin, on video.
Oh. Hi, Irv. You know me.
Hey, that's all the horse meat, Marston. He's retiring, eh? Have fun, Irvin. Don't sell too much horse meat.
Gonna be a small engine mechanic, Urban.
Bye.
Thank you.
See you, folks. Hey, Irv, old buddy. We leave. We're leaving, pal. I guess my only regret is having to donate 10 days of field training to the company because they need the money. Otherwise than that, I've enjoyed working with you and everybody else out here. But it's a boiling point, and I haven't got over it, and I probably won't for a long time. So if you hear it, you didn't hear it first from me, because there's plenty of other people that are leaving that are quite put out by this situation. But we had a lot of fun working together. You and I did a lot of crazy things, and we're still alive. I've enjoyed it.
Thanks, John.
That was a good one. All the other ones. Hey, there's gonna be more donuts in the coffee shop now. Say goodbye to Irvin.
Bye, Irvin.
Bye, Irvin. I hope you have many
Bye,
donuts.
Bye, Irvin. We'll send you donuts at home, okay?
Irvin who?
Irvin
Irving Marston. Irving Marston.
Take her easy. Bye. Good retirement.
Look at that Bill Doyle, he's so clever, he got it.
Irvin, say goodbye.
Irvin, I'll see you out at Greeley Street.
Eating donuts.
Am I right?
Best of luck, and I hope we have the parade for you.
Parade? We're giving Irvin a
Oh,
parade?
yeah. Irvin wants
He
a
wants
parade.
one.
Wow.
Yeah, he wants the whole squadron to parade by.
We can do it.
I wanted to put
We can do
the trailer out here in the hangar. We have a formation.
Birthday suits?
Birthdays? Yes, absolutely, right off the pipe.
There's not enough gas to put in the tractor to move the trailer, so.
Now is that?
Are we on?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Irving, I've told you this personally many times. I'm telling you publicly. You'll be missed. Enjoyed the many years we worked together. Trails, paths have crossed, and we've worked together many times. I think back at the C-54 when you first started with that, working together with all the different aircraft, working together, running the R&R shop, which you did a great job with that. In fact, I was just up there today looking at the old Empire and the office areas that you built, self-help, and a lot of things that you've left, will be leaving behind, and you're going to leave a legacy that will be here for years. Thanks for everything. It's been a real pleasure working with you. Bye-bye.
Now you get number 1 copy, right? Hi, Irvin. Now all I want you to do is on your retirement is to stay away from the food table. Because that's what I'm going to try to do.
Goodbye, Irvin. Don't forget to bring in the licorice.
Say goodbye to Irvin.
Bye, Irvin.
Bye, Irvin.
See you, Irvin. Half step.
Say bye to Irvin.
Say bye, Irvin.
Say goodbye to Irvin.
You back again? Bye-bye, Irvin. See you later.
I'm catching up, Irv.
He's in there.
Around the world in 30 minutes. This is CNN headline news.
Malcolm, Irv wants you to say goodbye to him.
Goodbye, Irv.
Colonel Fowler's in there.
This is...
No, they were too busy. So we just figured it would just be us and the
So
old
did you get
guys.
yours?
Oh,
So
yeah.
he doesn't think Rolly's coming. He doesn't think John Acorn's coming.
Are you? Are you in the
He's gonna be
upstairs
surprised.
level
He's
yet?
gonna be really
We're still
surprised.
seeing us, so.
Are you?
This is nice. It was awful.
Well, they say most, prank
No money.
I'm not. Not really.
I was getting a little quick.
So.
In the end,
There I was, shoveling it right in.
Oh,
I wish Dee Dee would come.
She'll be here, Barbara.
We gotta have somebody to yak at.
I'm trying to be.
One night somebody was peeking in the window. Yeah, and that just kind of ruined it for her, and it found out who it was later. It was a baby that was, just a kid prank thing, but yeah. Yeah, I think that was your. I don't know, no, I didn't.
How are you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
Doing well, thanks. It's like having a good evening. Oh, yeah. You've,
They're all 11 years old.
oh, yeah. It hasn't been bad, yeah.
14 or something.
Been pretty good.
So I mean, he's really too old. Yeah. They're better than the 14. Oh yeah, oh they're.
How many children do you have?
Three.
Oh, you have three.
So they're better.
Oh, I thought you only had two. Jeff?
Hey, you look nice.
Oh, thank you. I ironed my shirt before I came, but she wouldn't know it.
What'd you do?
Same as my uniform every day. I iron it every day before I go to work. You get to work, it's all wrinkled. You know, part of being fat, I guess.
Plan on playing. You're not gonna plan on playing this tonight. Good. I wanted to take some still pictures. I'm gonna get a drink. Would you like something?
I couldn't tell where that wall was. Careful backing up.
Yeah, there's no big clothes.
I looked at it, I don't know if you...
No, you don't like.
Terrible, thank you.
Hi, Carl.
Hello. How are you?
Good.
Fine, she.
I'm kind of hit. Half the thought is that's driving. Look at Bill. How many did that?
Please, she was fine. She was going to
John?
I don't know. I don't know how we're waiting. Yes, he needs it.
I told you to see you more money. We can teach a horse to walk.
Secondly, I wanted to give up my job.
Yeah. I'll let you know I dressed up with
How much longer do you have to stay?
I get the
Get up I want to retire. Well, that's it.
Just the office.
So, I was not impressed with guys. This is Cheryl.
This is Cheryl.
All but one of his cousins.
Good old Doc Michael.
Somebody else? Okay. I guess so.
Because he hasn't eaten, it doesn't make any difference. Who, here? I don't know. What's he doing? How are you?
Good, and you? I'm gonna be good now.
What's this?
As you are. As we all are.
Yeah, I heard
Hey, Chief.
Follow you around with it.
I'll leave it up there and then I have to lift it.
Oh, well.
Cool. Next to No, I haven't.
I've never been, I didn't know this room was here. Well, when I saw the invitation, I thought, they do that. You good hungry? Well, I have to confess. Today. First of all, tell him, yes, it's on for Saturday. Come in.
So after I
You're just telling old stories about the club.
Yeah, you go to lock out.
One more thing. Well, I just want to thank everybody really for coming tonight, and all my friends. And looking around here, seeing these retired people like John Acorn and Rolly Andrews and Reggie Williams. Yeah, Reggie wasn't there. Yeah, that's why I didn't see him.
I got a mind, right?
He's too young to be retired.
Oh, nice, Reg.
But this is this been a lot, been a lot of fun, and I worked with some real nice people. We learned a lot. And I hope I've contributed something to the mission and the unit here. Hey, Bob. There's old Bob. There's another retired guy here. He taught me everything I know.
Oh,
boy, you're in trouble. Hey, Jimmy, that's my relation partner there. How's it going, Jim?
Congratulations.
Hey, we didn't get you deer this year. How come you weren't there?
Well, I didn't make it up to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
did you bring the horse meat?
Oh, yeah. McHale has that, is he yet?
He's over here in the morning. He's over here. No, Jimmy Cow and Bob Neal have been some good friends of mine too. I've fished and hunting those guys for quite a few years now. And I got up to Charlie Caron's camp this past weekend, Thanksgiving time. I didn't have any deer tied up anywhere for me to shoot, so. But we still haven't heard any stories about the commanders hunt and stuff though. But we were kind of waiting for that. And everybody's been real quiet, we don't know what happened.
We can help out with that.
So anyway, everybody knows Roger McLeod and Charlie Caron, and we hoisted a few the night before and had a good breakfast in the morning and went out. And well, yeah, make it. To start the first story, I got there like the half of the day, the Friday. And, Roger, first thing he says, "Goddamn, Irvin," he said, "if you'd been here, we'd had 6 right down by you." He said, "You'd had them all." I said, "Yeah, likely story."
Somebody opened the barn door, huh?
Yeah. But Charlie Caron is still in good spirits. As you know, his son just underwent a serious operation for a brain tumor. And there's a lot of hope for him. He's feeling real good. And Roger McLeod's doing real good. And got a lot of hope for the future and stuff. And his health is real good now. And look around here, everybody, and everybody's in real good shape. Just gonna keep on eating good horse meat. And
Hey, Irvin, I got a question to ask you. I don't know if everybody here is aware of the fact of the horse meat, because every once in a while I keep hearing people say horse meat, horse meat. Why don't you give us your version of the story of the
This
horse
is the
meat?
one chance you're going to
Come
have
on now,
to set
let's
the
hear
record
it.
straight.
We want to hear your version.
Now, I'd like you to know that we have a father confessor here who was sworn never to tell a lie in his life in the form of Billy McHale, who will set the record straight after you speak. But we'd like to hear your version for once of what really happened.
Reggie and Billy and I had been fishing buddies for a long time, and we were up to South Twin Lake. This is after the day we saw the big bear in the water.
Big bear in the
Big bear in the water, swimming across the water. First, we looked across the lake, and Reggie says, "Gee, look, the dry kai up there." Billy said, "No, it's not a dry kai." And I said, "Oh, no." I said, "That's a bear." And he said, "No, no." We got closer to it, and I thought it was a bear. His head was about that big around. Probably weighed about 600 pounds, I'd say. In fact,
Was I on that same trip with you?
I thought you were eating tenderloin.
Hey, Billy, that was before he wore glasses.
Anyway, we got the bear, and it was it was quite a sight to see. And we got fairly close to it, and Billy took some nice pictures of it. He still has them now. That bear was probably about 300-pound class.
Oh, wait a minute. It was 600.
That's when he was in the water.
600 in the
Just like that.
That's when he was in the water.
I want to know what
Anyway, we got back to camp.
That's right.
We got back to camp that night. We're going back to camp that night. We're going down across the lake, and Billy's got 2 18s on it, just like 2 humming bees. All of a sudden, comes right out of the water. We hit some pulpwood, and that kind of disturbed us. So we kind of looked her all over, and nothing was wrong with the prop. And away we went again. Went back to camp, and
Billy went down to the boat. We tied up some other fellow's wharf next to us, luckily, because we weren't, didn't have enough money to build a wharf that year. So anyway, Billy was down servicing the boat, and Reggie and I got the drinks going, didn't we, Reggie? VSQ and something else, I think, hot water or something.
Hot toddies.
Yeah, hot toddies.
Take the chill out.
Reggie made the salads real nice, and I said, geez, I forgot to take the damn steaks out of the freezer. They were frozen, we brought them up there. And Ann went down to Wagman's and bought some nice T-bone horse meat. And I said, I'll try those out.
did come on.
Yeah.
Both that side.
Yeah.
About that side.
But the first one we cooked was real good though, really, because it might have bacon wrapped around it or something, which we didn't have. But
I can't believe
I thought, boy, I'm in trouble now, because Dee Dee was supposed to bring the spaghetti up the next night, I think it was. Weren't you? I think that was the year. Anyway, I said, geez, what am I going to do now? So I put it in hot water and tried to thaw it out, and I had to, get them all apart like that. Then I got my big electric skillet there, got that going, the onions on it, and potatoes were baking in the oven. And I put those steaks on there, and they started smelling a little bit, really. So about that time, Billy came out with gas all over his hands. He couldn't smell it anyway. But we had our salads and started cutting the meat up. And Reggie and Billy are sawing away. That's why I finally went and got some good steak knives. And
You always got the junk out, right?
we had ate a few pieces like this, and they're chewing and chewing and chewing, And I'm starting laughing, Geez, I couldn't be They're looking at each other, and Reggie says, "You bastard, this is horse meat, eh?"
Okay, is it true that Billy went outside and visited the moon or whatever?
Yeah, but we put the raccoons the night before kept us awake. They, and so I figured we'll fix them raccoons, and you know what? They wouldn't even eat that horse meat.
I was smarter than you were.
But we've had some good laughs on that, Bill.
Okay, now let Bill tell.
That's right.
Equal time, Bill.
I can't take anything away from that. The only thing that I can remember was how those slices fell off when the chainsaw went down. But I didn't know until now that Ann was part of this.
He made me do it. Devil made you do it,
But believe it or not, those horse meat steaks, T-bones, were cost more than regular beef did at that time.
Oh, get out.
Oh, come on.
So I wasn't being cheap about that at all.
Got that on tape. Got that on tape, Alan.
Herbert, you told me that Billy was paying for the meat and you made about 12 bucks.
Well, I was trying to save money up next year for a new war. No, we've had a lot of fun, really, a lot of good laughs. And everybody's been real, that's what I like about everybody around, in the unit here. We all can laugh at each other. And anybody that can laugh at each other, you're real good people. And nobody ever gets mad. Well, once in a while. Like Colonel Heston, he was a young captain, he'd say, guys, go out there and clean them damn airplanes off, and I don't give a damn how you do it, but get them clean. We'd go out there and freeze to death and come back inside, and he'd let us come back and have a cup of coffee once in a while.
Do I have equal time now?
But
Oh, sit down. I got a chance. I want to rebuttal.
I just want to say one more thing, though. Colonel Heston today mentioned the senior council meeting about Roger McLeod, Joe Philippon, which is retired now, came to him and wants to start a retired association for technicians or guardsmen. And I think it's a good idea because we can help you young guys out a lot.
Especially at banquets.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think it's fair to Herb to have all the say, and I would solicit some support while we're doing this. When I joined the Guard, I had been in the avionics shop. Where's Carl?
Cal probably remembers that because he recognized the reject immediately, and so he asked me to go over and fly. When I get back and had run out of FTPs, and I had a wife and a couple of kids, and by the way, the first time I met the Marstons was I went up to see my wife after our daughter was born, and there was this lovely young thing in the next bed, and who I thought was absolutely stunning. It turned out it was Ann.
Sure that was me sitting beside the bed now?
And my daughter Heidi and
Cheryl
Cheryl.
thought you were going to say her.
Well, I did. I'm going to get to that. And Marion and Ann had our daughters at the same time and shared a room at Eastern Maine, I believe.
No,
St. Joseph's. What do I know?
One of those places.
One of those places. Anyway, when I went to work in maintenance, I'd been there for about 5 days, and I didn't know anything. It was really pathetic. And the door burst open, and the flight engineer from the C-54, whose name is unmentioned, came in, and I stood up trying to be gracious, and his finger came out, and he says, "What are you going to do about those damn pilots that just ruined my airplane?" Mahoney and Whittier. For those of you who remember Mahoney and Whittier. Mahoney and Whittier had landed the C-54, which for those uninitiated was a 4-engine prop DC.
Good airplane.
6. And it just had a contest between them on final, deciding who could turn off the shortest distance on the runway, trying to get off in the first taxiway. And so I think it was Whittier who said, by God, he could do it. And so they landed with the brakes locked, and sure enough, turned on. But Irving and Little John Barry had just changed all the tires. We had brand new tires on the airplane. And when they came in, they were really interesting. They came around like this, and there was this flat spot. And they were going up the taxiway like that. And so I was challenged to go out and fix that problem.
And after a drink, we had the club. We talked about it more probably.
Oh, yeah. Mahoney and Whittier, God bless them. I think the strength of our program, without question, is in the quality of our people. And one of the things that keeps us great in the Air National Guard, as you all know, is the fact that we have the best maintenance in the country. We are the best maintenance unit in the United States Air Force. Part of that, in addition to all the good people here tonight, is that we've always had a very strong quality assurance program. And that tradition of excellence, I think, has been epitomized in the John Acons and the Eric Marstons of the world. We're very, very fortunate that we have the quality and caliber of decent people we have. And so it is a privilege for me to be here tonight, but it's also kind of poignant because it's so hard to see the Irv Marstons go out the door. And perhaps the nicest thing that's happened was when Joe Philippon came up the other day and said, you know, we need to get a retirees association started. When Irv found out about that today, he said, I want to be the first guy in the thing to help get that going. So although we have our retired folks come back, we are the product of what they did in the past. And that's why I think we are such a good unit. And for John and Reggie, and for Irv, who's about to join the ranks, our heartfelt thanks, because we are what you made us. So God bless you all.
Yeah, yeah. That's right, you got him one more, don't you?
One more drill. There's one thing Al Harriman wanted to get me, and he said, I want to weigh you in. I said, oh, no, you're not.
That's true. Thank you.
No, I didn't get it in poetry this time. It just didn't seem to work. But I have a little story to tell. Now, this is a story that will be told around the campfires for a long time to come. About an old warrior who's about to hang up his war blanket. Now, of course, we're referring to Chief Shortstep. As such, now, he always keeps the renowned braves around him. They're known for their vast stores of knowledge about the machines of battle. And after choosing only the finest, bravest, and most resourceful of all the braves, of all the tribe, rather, he takes them out for a special meal. They, after being brought into this select group, They have only the best of food and drink. And this is always supplied at the secret meeting place up by the side of MAINEiac Lake.
Right.
Okay. They would, up there, they would feast on fish and venison and probably some rustic potatoes. I've heard stories of equine steaks. Old Duke, a good vintage, of course. And sweets, many sweets made by the braves' wives. Now, it is said that even Chief Shortstop could scoff down several cinnamon buns at one setting. No problem at all. He was renowned for this. Renowned for. Oh, it's growing even more, you know. That's why he's the chief, you know. Guess who gets the last one? Okay, now after they being fortified with this special diet, they'd head back home after stopping by at Dolby to observe some special ceremonies put on by a warrior woman tribe.
Wait a minute now. Everybody knows I'm cheap, and I'd never pay $5 to get into it.
Oh, you made your braves pay it.
Okay.
Ah, yes. This great warrior will be talked about around the fire for many, many, many years to come. Happy many more years of retirement, sir.
Thanks, Dick.
Half a dog.
Is that where those come from?
I haven't done that
whole sheet of plywood.
I haven't done that for about 6 months now. I remember there's a chief. I won't say it. It's RB is his initials. Chief RB.
Wait a minute.
He comes in sometimes and we share.
That's why there's no half donuts around.
Lightweights and layers of.
Been a lot of fun though, really.
Oh yeah.
The saying is, Irving, I get the whole and you get the outside, right?
That's right.
No, I'm gonna give up the last gun fire.
You gonna take any lead between now and then?
2 sinus headaches scheduled that night. Well, they call me short set, but I'm honest too.
Boys in blue. How's that one, John?
Good.
Yeah, you're gonna have to, and it's just not that they're not eligible, please don't think that they're not eligible.
Found out they were going first, so it's because he was the most handsome and the youngest, and I want to tell you that right up front, that's not true. I don't think.
Chief, you got Alfred Santos, please?
And the most modest was the other thing he asked me not to discuss. Right up here, Chad, if you would.
Pension orders. Citation to accompany the award of the Meritorious Service Medal to Alfred Santos, Jr. Chief Master Sergeant Alfred Santos distinguished himself by outstanding service as non-commissioned officer in charge of operations and maintenance of 101st Civil Engineering Squadron, Maine Air National Guard, Bangor International Airport, Bangor, Maine, from 1 October 1984 to 31 December 1992. During this period, Chief Santos' outstanding professional management skills, supervisor leadership, and rapport with personnel under his leadership contributed significantly to the success of the 101st Air Refueling Wing, receiving 7 Air Force Outstanding Unit Awards. The singularly distinctive accomplishments of Chief Santos culminate a long and distinguished career in the service of his country and reflect credit upon himself and the United States Air Force.
What a hand for Chief Santos. I came in this unit in 1965, and I was just telling Al, if our memory serves me right, I think he was my initial trainer up on the walk-ups.
Right.
A lot of water in the dam, I guess. Probably the guy who keeps us all straight around here, Chief Cronin. Chief Mark, please.
Attention to orders. Citation to accompany the award of the Meritorious Service Medal to Chief Master Sergeant John H. Cronin. Chief Master Sergeant John H. Cronin distinguished himself in the performance of outstanding service to the United States as non-commissioned officer in charge, Consolidated Base Personnel Office, 101st Mission Support Squadron, Bangor International Airport, Bangor, Maine, from 1 January 1987 to 31 December 1992. During this period, the outstanding professional skill, leadership, and ceaseless efforts of Chief Cronin resulted in major contributions to the effectiveness and success of Air Force programs. The singularly distinctive accomplishments of Chief Cronin culminate a long and distinguished career in the service of his country and reflect great credit upon himself, the Air National Guard, and the United States Air Force.
Chief Marston, can you come up, please? And if you'd like to get a picture, why don't you come up right here, and any place you like, right up in front, or...
Attention to orders. Citation to accompany the award of the Air Force Meritorious Service Medal, Chief Master Sergeant Irvin M. Marston. Chief Master Sergeant Irvin M. Marston distinguished himself in the performance of outstanding service to the United States as Chief Quality Control, 101st Consolidated Aircraft Maintenance Squadron, Bangor Air National Guard Base, Bangor, Maine, from 22 January 1990 to 31 December 1992. During this period, Chief Marston's leadership, sound judgment, and intense commitment to the comprehensive knowledge of the maintenance complex, combined with his superior managerial skills, are key factors in developing the squadron into one of the best aircraft maintenance units in the Air National Guard and the United States Air Force. The singularly distinctive accomplishments of Chief Marston culminate a long and distinguished career in the service of his country and reflect great credit upon himself, the Air National Guard, and the United States Air Force.
One more thing, sir. You officers here in the group, Wing, I'd like to make one last salute to you.
First reality check I had at the Maine Air National Guard, I told the story the other day, but Bud will entertain me, I'll tell it again, was right after I became a technician maintenance officer, I was sitting in my office and the door burst open. This NCO who was bigger than I was marched up to me, was shaking his finger at me and said, "Somebody's just screwed up my airplane, and what are you going to do about it, Lieutenant?" And it was Sergeant Marston, and a couple of gentlemen named Mahoney and Whittier, who were a legend in their time, had landed the C-54 and tried to turn off the runway as soon as possible, locked the brakes, and ruined all the tires that Irv had just put on his airplane. So that was my introduction to the Maine Air Guard. And Colonel Buckley, could you please come forward?
nominate the award of the Meritorious Service Medal to Lieutenant Colonel William A. Buckley. Lieutenant Colonel William A. Buckley distinguished himself by outstanding service as the commander of the 101st Resource Management Squadron, Maine Air National Guard, Bangor, Maine, from 2 June 1998 to 31 December 1992. During this period, the leadership and ceaseless efforts of Lieutenant Colonel Buckley resulted in major contributions to the effectiveness and success of the 101st Resource Management Squadron. The singularly distinctive accomplishments of Lieutenant Colonel Buckley culminate a distinguished career in the service of his country and reflect great credit upon himself, the Air National Guard, and the United States Air Force.
Represent the epitome of the excellence that this wing stands for. Bill has been an outstanding RMS squadron commander, and like many of our traditional guardsmen, he doesn't come out just on drill weekends, but he's available whenever we need him. He volunteers to do things, and I think that's one of the things that makes this unit so great. I'm told that you have to change film, is that true? While we're doing that, why don't you have a seat for your officers participate in things that make our community, state, and nation strong. We're not just a military unit. We do community service a lot, and this next award is a reflection of some of the dedication that I see in people through all our sections, and I'm particularly delighted to see this individual recognized. So Sergeant Reynolds, could you come forward, please?
I'll say a few words this morning as well to accompany me here. This is a plaque we had made up for Sonny Reynolds for all his dedicated service and keeping our computers online at Hope House many, many hours of his time, off-duty hours. He's been at Hope House trying to keep us running so that we can report to the state in a timely fashion, and that certainly is how we get funded if we have our numbers in line and going to the state. And so for all your dedicated service to us at Hope House, and you give to that very freely, and we really appreciate it. Last week he was over doing some work for us on the computers. So without you, we probably would not be running. Thank you. This is to Master Sergeant Reynolds for all your dedicated computer support. It is because of people like you, give of your time and knowledge that Hope House has been able to move forward. On behalf of Hope House staff and board of directors, we would like to recognize you and the Maine Air National Guard for all your time, effort, and support. This was supposed to be given on the 7th of November 1992, but we're doing it today. We wanted to go to Massau to find you. It wouldn't take us, so we wouldn't go. We wouldn't get any orders to go. Congratulations.
All right. I dedicated myself to is to make sure that we would recognize the excellence of our people. And this wing is a compilation, and to use a term that's probably overused, is a result of a synergism between all of our airmen, non-commissioned officers, and officers. And our non-commissioned officer corps comprise the bulk of our unit, 90% of our unit. They run the unit. We provide some of the leadership and guidance, but nevertheless, they are leaders, and the epitome of that non-commissioned officer corps is the grade of Chief Master Sergeant. They are, in fact, the senior leadership of the bulk of the people that run the Maine Air National Guard and the United States Air Force. And to honor that extraordinary grade and achievement of their professional military career, we had this plaque struck, which I think is unusual and unique. It has the logo of the MAINEiacs imprinted on the front, emblazoned over a picture of a KC-135E at the last open house that we had that took off, did a high-performance takeoff, and MAINEiac can do that. It was piloted by Colonel Hersey at the time over the state of Maine with the insignia of their grade in gold struck on this plaque. And I'm going to read the inscription, and of course the grade will be recognizing each of the Chief Master Sergeants this morning who we recognize with the Meritorious Service Award. But it says, and in fact I'm going to do this individually here. Chief Santos, could you come up please? In grateful appreciation for 39 years of dedicated service to state and country. Master Sergeant John H. Cronin in grateful appreciation of 38 years of dedicated service to the state of Maine and to the United States. Congratulations. The guy who started my career by giving me a good chewing out, Chief Marston. He said sir at the end, it was really amazing.
I said I know the Abbey, sir.
Irving was a flight engineer on the C-54, and one day General Benton decided we didn't have enough pilots, and I get tapped to do that. The last thing in the world a fighter pilot wanted to do is fly a 4-engine airplane. Come back to haunt me. But we went out, and when I reached for the throttles, he hit me on the hand and said, no, we do that. You just fly. Chief Master Sergeant Irvin M. Marston, in grateful appreciation for 38 years of dedicated service to state and country. Yep, sure can. Could all the chiefs come up, please, and get a picture for the MAINEiac? I think we're going to do something a little different here, too. After you do that, I'd like to have Mrs. Marston come up and maybe get a picture of her and she That's fine, just like that. God, this ought to win an award. Yeah, come on up, will you, please? For those of you who haven't noticed, we had a little class added to the meal this morning by having Ann Marston and her wife come up. And so, Ann, thank you very much for braving the storm and coming out. Just turn this way, please. Great. Thank you. I have just a few things, and we'll hit those real quick and then open it up for any questions. We talked about combat reach and the history of pathfinding for the 101st. Now, our guys up in civil engineering are probably expert at this. You would think that the senior commander in that direction would be able to know where his nose is, north, south, and with his compass working, could find his way from A to B. And I probably shouldn't say anymore because what do I know?
That would be nice.
I'll let Colonel Farlow embellish the story from there. Did you find the bread so he could find his way back?
Well, let me first go through the hardware here before we get into the software.
That's it. It's a page with a clip on it.
Yes, it is the one with the clip on it here. It's actually Passadumcake Mountain, which is in the Saponic Quadrangle, which probably led to some of the confusion whilst deployed north of the base by about 40 miles. Colonel Christakis did some exploring and pathfinding cross-country land navigation. However, and he used the appropriate tools. He had looked at a map and he had a compass. Unfortunately, as in the world of computers, garbage in, garbage out. If you don't know where you are when you start, you can pick a direction and follow it faithfully on your compass and not arrive at where you intend to arrive. But Colonel Christakis did arrive at a road and was busily, as dusk was falling, gathering firewood, putting his survival training to good use, knowing that he would most likely spend the night.
This is 10 hours or 10 miles out of where he started?
I believe the entire trek covered about 10 miles.
10 miles, yeah. 10 miles.
And we don't really know how much time.
For the truth of the matter. I was out of the woods at night. Don't listen to this shit.
He went down the road and saw a pickup headed in his direction. And he waved to that pickup, and the pickup drove up.
A young lady.
Beside him, piloted by a young woman,
Very
and who rolled down her window and said to Colonel George, "Boy, am I glad to see you." And Colonel George wittily replied, "Not nearly as good as I see you."
That's true.
That being the case, he negotiated for a ride back to where one of the other vehicles was and was found safely there. As events would have it, it might seem a little odd that a single woman would be driving a vehicle in a Woods Road in Maine, north of Passadumkeag Mountain. But this particular young woman has aspirations of becoming a warden, so that if she applies and succeeds, goes through her training, I'm sure she'll recognize George the next time. So with that, we did want to present
I've never heard you talk this long.
compass, a topographical map of the Saponic. This is the right one. And Major Alex has assured us that the services folks next year in November can provide not only MREs but an entire loaf of bread, so that as you go through the woods,
George, we'd like to point out that this time we put an X so you know where you started.
All I can say is I was very fortunate to come upon this young lady who was very, very gracious and hospitable and offered me a ride to wherever I wanted to go. And I think after hearing this dissertation here this morning, I probably should have gone with her instead of...
What he did tell you was that she was lost too. Right around the room real quick. Start with Michael.
Thing for you, Irvin, of some stuff, and we thought it'd be appropriate to have a little thing in there of you and Richard in a feeding frenzy.
A licorice get together? This is what Chief Bowden and I do every afternoon about between 1:30 and 3.
Yep. You haven't lived till you've had just a little small licorice party. We get all kinds of business done, things transacted, maintenance problems solved. We talk with...
It's like smoking a good cigar, huh?
Oh, it's better. It's better.
Looking at a good-looking woman, too, yeah? Good.
The traditional bag with the who makes those Twinkies? Twisters?
Twizzlers. Yeah.
Great stuff.
Twizzlers. Can't have that cherry stuff either. This is real licorice here.
It's gonna be the black stuff.
Them wussies that eat that cherry looking stuff, that's no good at all. They're not really real licorice eaters.
And if you're a true connoisseur of licorice, you're very careful not to let it dry out because it loses some of its delicacy. So this true connoisseur, you notice he's using a Ziploc bag, and it seals in the freshness and keeps it from drying out. And, it's much nicer. You can think better and have a lot better conversations if you've got fresh licorice.
You hear all kinds of good rumors on that third stall over too when you're in the bathroom in the morning. This stuff here makes you go regular.
Oh, does it?
As if you don't know.
That's what it was me. But one thing that concerns me, and I think it must be the vapors from the licorice. If you'll observe the plant hanging over on the wall there, it's kind of real sorry shape. And I think it may be because of the fumes of the licorice is what's caused that.
Oh boy, that's great, huh? Can't beat it.
Only in America. Only in the MAINEiac guide.
Yeah.
That's right. And it's going to be a joint affair, all the retirees from It's going to be kind of rad. I understand.
Well, Aaron, have a good retirement.
Presentation.
Take care.
Round everybody up there. No, generally at 5.
Well,
Hey, stop it!
What are you doing? Squadron. Hut. Give awards.
Marston, please step forward. Chief Marston received a meritorious service medal at the wing formation yesterday, but I want to recognize him as having received that award on yesterday's event. Congratulations, Sergeant Marston. Senior Master Sergeant John Berry, please step forward. Attention to order. Citation to accompany the award of the Air Force Commendation Medal to John H. Berry. Senior Master Sergeant John H. Berry distinguished himself by meritorious service as the non-commissioned officer in charge, Inspection Dock Section, the 101st Consolidated Aircraft Maintenance Squadron of the 101st Air Refueling Wing, Maine Air National Guard, Bangor, Maine, from 24 July 1983 to 31 December 1992. During this time period, Sergeant Berry's outstanding skills in leadership, management, and interpersonal relationships were directly responsible for a continuous flow of mission-capable KC-135 aircraft that are the envy of tanker units worldwide. As a direct result of Sergeant Berry's efforts, the 101st Air Refueling Wing was capable to meet all training requirements as well as superb support of Desert Storm War. The distinguished accomplishments of Sergeant Berry culminate a long and distinguished career in the service of his country and reflect credit upon himself, the Air National Guard, and the United States Air Force. Squadron, at ease. I'd like to recognize with a round of applause the accomplishments men of the 101st have contributed to their country and say thank you. Chief Marston, please step forward. The men and women of your section put together a memento for you in your brag wall when you leave. It's presented Chief Master Sergeant Harriman M. Marston. It's a compilation of the units that he belonged to, his current grade, and his ribbons. It's a tremendous memento from your people, and I'm proud to present it to you. Congratulations, Chief. Colonel Farr would like to take a few moments to say a few words.
Thank you. As I look across this group, I hope everybody will bear with me just a minute. I promise this will be a short speech. As a group that guardsmen who were honored today, I can't tell you how proud I am of each and every one of them, and thoughts that I have of having worked with these people. Sold hot dogs to Sundeck when I used to work on a coffee wagon. As I look down, as I go down the road here with Joel, the terrific job that he has done in mat control, tracking and getting us the parts that we so urgently need. His service in Marone, and all of you here know Marone was I think of sunny Spain. Spain wasn't very sunny for a long time there. There was tents and mud and cold and rain. It's a terrific effort. And Joel, thank you very much. Mal is famous for his phase inspections of the jet engine. And I know he didn't coin the phrase, but he sure used it, applied it better than anybody I've ever seen, and that is TLC, tender loving care. That's what he has always maintained that these engines need, and that's what he's always saw to it that they got. And Mal, thank you very much. Mac has worked in our electro-environmental shop, primarily environmental, for a considerable period of time. A system on the airplane that's vitally important to the crew and the success of the mission. Mac's always been there when we needed him, and always takes care of the environmental system on the airplane. Thank you very much. Bill McHale. I know I've sold him coffee and hot dogs. Bill has been with us in the fabrication area for as long as I can remember. And one of the hallmarks of the fabrication section has always been they produce top flight, top quality, by the tech order, A1, Class A work, and due in no small measure to the efforts that Bill McHale has put in. If Bill McHale told you something's right, it's right. You could always rely on it. Thank you, Chief. Your success has been our success. Chief Marston, I'm not going to mention any of your outside exploits. I'm going to find remarks directly to the contributions you've made. Another one from the C-54 days, all around aircraft mechanic who your dedication and desire to learn more and give more has risen to the highest rank that you can aspire to in the enlisted rank, Chief Master Sergeant. It is an outstanding accomplishment. The rank is well deserved and honored by the work that you did wearing that 2 bars above your NCO grade. Thank you very much.
Squadron team. Present. Ho! The men and women of the 101st Cameron salute you. Pull it up. Ho! You may congratulate the gentleman at the completion of this formation. Thank you. Cameron, dismiss.
Thanks, Al. Appreciate it. Oh, I'm sorry. Were you filming?
She's coming. He's coming.
I didn't shake your hand over there. I didn't have time.
There you go, John. Thanks for all the Thanks for all the advice.
Not really.
Oh, yes.
Hey, gentlemen.
Start leaving yet.
Whoa, there's Al Harriman, folks. Come into the #1 decorated shop.
I don't want to be on video, but you can have it.
You're on video.
Good job.
Grab the camera.
Dueling cameras.
That's Al from the orderly room. Come down to film my shop.
Filming. Merry Christmas, Al. Or is this John?
Mistletoe is
This John's?
Who?
No, who's this?
Herbs.
Irving, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Irvin. Many, many happy Christmases.
Oh my God! Look at this.
Hot apple cider.
There's the damn bells.
Hi, Al, we ain't ready yet. Come back in about half an hour.
Half an hour.
Yeah, about an hour at the most.
Oh, there's Al again.
Al, our pal with
his happy tunes.
Angie working hard as usual.
Oh yeah, all the time, right on straight.
Body.
Good. Why don't you have it out next to the dumpster?
We're going over the next to the engine.
Everybody that's here, around it's here.
Oh yeah. Did ya
shape.
I like this one. Ready?
Well. AGR TLC,
Thank you.
All we're missing is the Brinks truck.
We'll do it here then instead. There's a lot in here. Okay. This is a public place. We got two people who agreed to do the counting. And we'll let you know who wins. Behind closed doors.
Wait a minute. Considering who's the second leader?
They should have changed this.
Get it all in, Elma.
Okay, this is for. This is going to be for third place. Nick, take your hand out of there. You want me to open it up? Somebody just lost it. Yeah, somebody just lost it. This is for third place. Chris Kennard.
It was first place.
This is for second place. Jeff Stevens. Francis with corrosion. This is fixed. Hey, first place. Pollock. Shannon Sylvester. Hey, Shannon. Rick, oh, Ron Jack, where is he? Too bad, Ron. Pick another name. Where is he? He's gonna kill me. Irwin. Beth Irwin? She's not here. Well, George Hardesty? Larry McClure. There you go.
Move on to a more formalized portion of today to recognize some of those members who have given us, cannot explain how many numbers of years and experience to us. But in some small measure, today we'd like to recognize them for all the things they have done and present to them a certificate of appreciation. And alphabetically, we'd like to start with Stu Beatty. Would you please step forward?
If I don't put my glasses on, this presentation will be a little bit shorter.
I'll read it.
The Departments of the Army and Air Force Certificate of Retirement is presented to Master Sergeant Stuart M. Beatty on the occasion of your retirement from the National Guard Technician Program. And that's signed by the Adjutant General, Nelson Durgan.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Speech. I got some right here. Thank you.
Would Chief Marston please step forward?
Oh, boy.
Okay, the Departments of the Army and Air Force Certificate of Retirement is presented to Chief Master Sergeant Irvin M. Marston on the occasion of your retirement from the National Guard Technician Program, signed the Adjutant General.
Thank you.
Don McAnish, please step forward. Don McAnish, please step forward.
Hey, young fella.
All right, Don. The Departments of the Army and Air Force Certificate of Retirement is presented to Tech Sergeant Donald F. McAnish on the occasion of your retirement from the National Guard Technician Program. Thank you for all your service. That sounds pretty good there, Mac. We appreciate that. And what else have we got here?
There's a picture that everybody signed out here for.
Oh. Did you sign this one?
No, Ron took my place.
Ron took your place. Okay, you got enough hands to lug all that back? We'll get some folks from the shop to help.
Thank you.
All right.
We do have time in the program for those who do want to make some presentations after this portion. So the last that I have for right now, we have many others, but for various reasons are unable to be with us today. But it's befitting that Senior Master McHale is recognized. You step forward, please.
If you all kind of wave your hands back and forth, maybe we could stir up a little salmon chop for him to grow up here.
I'd love to hear it.
The Department of the Army and the Air Force Certificate of Retirement is presented to Senior Master Sergeant William R. McHale on the occasion of your retirement from the National Guard Technician Program.
Now comes the fun part of the afternoon. Some folks got together and decided that one of the things that we haven't done for you is to give you a housewarming party and a housewarming gift. So this is a start for that, and I'd like to present that to you.
Very fine, thank you.
And you can go ahead and open that if you like.
Does that mean I'm going to have to finish the house? Does that mean... Oh. Just what I wanted. Couldn't ask for anything more. Can we plug him in somewhere?
Rick said he thought that they could make this contribution to the open house out there, and they would be even happy to help you plug them in the 220 if you'd like to.
Is this the original set?
That's it.
Boy, am I glad of that.
Don't go away.
Wait a minute. Billy!
I'm really going to stand away from this.
We're finally at the end here, Bill, and being good sports like we are, I thought, these guys out here really like to hear the true story. And that night we had the salad first, and I had a napkin like this here.
Yes.
Then you and Reggie and I sat down and had a great feast. And that's the one the raccoon wouldn't eat, so I thought.
Oh, that's wonderful. That is
A horse meat T-bone, right?
That's the Mr. Ed Award to Bill McHale for the second retiree to an unknowingly eat USDA horse meat.
That is. I've got an idea that was going to taste a heck of a lot better than what I did.
And there was one last item for you, Bill. Dave says open it now.
You had to hold this.
I'd be pleased to hold that.
But it is a guarantee. Okay, forgive me.
Well, what can I say?
Yes, I think.
We'll have a reading initial sheet for this one later.
Right. But as I took something away at the Powell School the other night, and I mentioned the fact that that's private, I think I'll do the same thing. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Chief Marston, please come back forward.
I'll let you go ahead.
Okay. Is this left to right or right to left? Irv, I think the boys in the shop got a little something for you here.
Let me see the
I'll
paper.
stabilize it while you,
You can help me with that. I probably signed it, didn't I?
I would be surprised.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Handsomely done. Nicely done. Just amazing how many people in the camps can write their names.
That's great, huh?
Now, I guess we have a little something you may find useful.
These two gifts, everybody contributed to.
Is this at the outside rail, I can grab that dead horse that goes by for Billy and I again?
You know, there might be some of you who might not know what this business about horse meat's all about. Once upon a time, there were three fellows that went fishing and Irvin was responsible for providing the meals, and he decided it'd be kind of clever if he tried something unique. Unfortunately, the rest of them didn't know what it was, and it was horse meat. Some say he made money on it. They paid for T-bones and he bought a horse.
He claims he sent his wife down to the butcher shop to buy it. She swears to it.
Who's got a knife? That was gonna do the whole thing.
No, it's over the wrong end.
Wrong end? Oh, yeah.
Don't save the tape.
This end up.
You open that just like a bag of liquor.
Yeah, I got a 9. Yeah, pop the other end.
You ever need a knife again, Brian? No?
Irvin, save the paper.
Ah. Oh, boy. Now I can get mine back from my wife. Got my own now. Isn't that nice, huh? Oh,
I
thank you.
believe there's a little something that needs to go with that.
Fish?
We're gonna leave that part up to you, but I think we can offer you a little help with that.
That's a nice one, huh?
Yeah, I'll start this one for you, just in case you're...
He'll have trouble. That's a damn shaky I can't do it probably. Hey, I can really throw them dynamite caps out good on a stream of that.
Boy, they wrap well.
That's the boys. They do good.
Oh, my word.
Where's that one?
Wow, that's a finest kind, graphite, Shimano, reel to go with that. For some reason, the particular model is called a moocher. I don't know why that is.
Boy, that's nice, huh? Look at that. I gotta put that together. Anybody want to go down the river?
It's a heavy rod.
Look at that.
What thing is it?
This looks like a togan setup to me here. I don't know. Might be a little heavy for Millinocket Lake salmon.
You can't fly fish with that?
Of course you can.
Thanks a lot, guys.
We all know how much Irv is looking forward to being up at camp at Millinocket Lake there and using his fishing rod, or at least going fishing, but the fishing rod really isn't what Irv knows how to use when it comes to catching fish. And so I thought I'd better give you something that you get a little better understanding of. I've heard Irv talk about togue fishing, and this is what he uses. You tie your line on that with some bait, and you let just enough water in it so it's just kind of floats just under the surface.
The warriors don't see it.
And you put about a 14-pound sash weight on the end of that and a 1-pound sucker, and you let that float around the lake till something bites on it. You come back every day or two and check it.
Yeah,
So it's a whole lot less expensive. And probably not as much fun to use, but I thought you ought to have that.
Yeah, that's great.
Known as jugging for togue.
That's great. Yeah, they used to do that in the old days, oh really? That's how they used to
What do you mean used to?
Well, as my last words I think will be, I put a message out to everybody in the
QA system in the Guards and the Air Force Reserves decided I was retiring, and Brian was taking my place, and to continue on the the good relationship we've all had. And in there I said, remember the old Sarge back in the 50s, John Acorn, remember that guy? We get out of tech school and from Amarillo or Shepherd and get to our base assignment and old Sarge agreed you there, and they threw an old gray toolbox at you that you didn't know half the tools were there. If you were missing one, you'd probably never find it again. No tech data, no CDC courses for 5 levels, 7 levels. That wasn't heard of. They had schools you could go to. So it's kind of tough when we first started out, us older fellas. But through the years, we've come along and brought the tech data in effect, and with better schools and stuff now. And I think now, from where I've been, where I ended up now, we got a real good system. And if you guys do like you have been doing, you're going to be a great outfit. And I'll still be around in spirit to keep an eye on you, so you better watch out.
Stu Beatty, please come forward. Let me help you with that. Oh, no. A lot of loving thought and heart into making this for you. And Bert Morrow is a gentleman by name. He was unable to be here, but he'd like for you to have this. Good. I don't know.
I'm not going to unwrap it. But
You know what it is? Okay.
that is,
What is it?
It's a nose gear door up 606.
yeah, it is. This is a shot glass rack. Bert Morrow's made me, I saved shot glasses, and Bert's made me 3, this makes 4. Yeah, so I can show it to you. I don't know if I get the right side that, but there it is.
That's nice.
Are they full or empty, Stu?
Years gone by, there's been some full ones. But I want to thank him a lot for this. It looks just like the other 3. So it's nice.
Great.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
And but I don't seem to remember back as Irvin does.
I do not believe this is the last time this award will be presented by this gentleman. But Will McHale, would you please step forward? The voting has been tabulated, and the 3rd annual.
Fourth.
Fourth. Uh-oh. All these ballots are bad then. We got to start over.
We X'd
We
them
can count
off
them?
on the ones over.
Okay. As it turns out, the runner-up is the Aircraft Structural Maintenance Shop, the body guys, with 22 votes. The winner this year is the Survival Equipment Shop.
They get my annual hug.
What did they win by?
Next year, back again.
You made
Who was runner-up?
I don't know, the competition's getting stiffer.
I guess there's only one thing about this, that if Neutronics had won it, it would have to have been hung up that way. Congratulations.
I was reminded that I didn't tell the count for the Survival Shop. They have 28.
Whoa!
27 of them had Rick's fingerprints on them, but that's okay.
Thank you.
That was also pointed out, Carl did such an outstanding job, he got 1 vote also. He was a write-in. Well, I want to wish you all a very happy holiday. I will be leaving the area tomorrow early. There is a storm coming in from the south. I'm trying to get through to Erie, Pennsylvania tomorrow. But my God, blessings to you and each and every one of you. It's been a superior year for us. We've got a lot of challenges ahead. This time 2 years ago, we were looking at a different type of operation in the Far East. We have an opportunity of being part of that whole process. I am proud of each and every one of you for having done what you've done. We've had volunteers to fill all the requirements that have come our way. And it's been a pleasure to work with you this year, and I thank you.
As I think back over the first Christmas I had here in maintenance, and standing down here on the floor talking to everybody, we had a little moment of to stop and think about the people who were not able to be with us because they were already deployed. And as we meet again, we're ready to deploy people for another mission of mercy this time. But I think it just goes to show you how involved the maintenance folks, the CAMs, are in the total force effort. And as we send people over there, I thought I'd give you a little bit more information that's come our way, and to give you some idea of what's happening over there. This tanker task force at Marone was originally supposed to be a 10 airplane tanker task force. It grew to 12, and I understand the number now is 22. So this thing is really getting big in a hurry. There are active duty people over there, as well as reserve people, as well as guard people running that whole show. They have had their share of challenges to meet, and when we get over there, I'm sure we'll help them with the new challenges that are coming along. But one of the things we're looking at doing right now is trying to get an engine over to them, because they have lost some engines. We are a little concerned about what's happening with the engine, the TF-33 engine. We'll be taking a thorough look throughout the Guard tanker community that's flying the E-model, and looking at our own program to see if we can't find out if there's something, we're running up against some hour mark or something that's going on here. But the failures have been T-wheel failures, shell outs, metal all over the ramp, that kind of thing, that have been experienced by Pease, by Salt Lake, and I'm not sure whose airplane over there. The other thing that's happened that really is quite startling is that they had a forward body rip open and dump 8,000 pounds on the ground. So, you never go do one of these big efforts without the potential for things to go wrong, and it calls for everybody to be as professional and on top of things as we can be. So, never take any of these things for granted. Sometimes I've heard a little bit in the press here lately about the comparisons with Desert Shield and Desert Storm, and that people aren't going into harm's way quite so much, at least for the Guard units going over to work out of Marone and all that. But this is still a very serious business we're in, and we're in it right up to our elbows again. So, with that, I know we'll do a fine job over there, and I'd just like to wish everybody that is here today, that's going on the deployment, and of course everybody else that's here too, a very Merry Christmas and all the best during the holidays.